Hello, so after about 120 hours into the game I decided to make a new bot, just because I wanted something more interesting to play as. And this is the Magneto weapon that I use on my sniper. And it's actually pretty interesting. Now the idea is that I have to destroy the shield, so that will deal more damage to the armor. There's basically two volleys to kill most things, well except Titans. Titans will require a lot more. The only downside is that you cannot really aim that too well. I guess what they don't tell you about the Magneto weapon is that it deals a lot more damage after you destroy the shields. So if you pair the poison with this thing that destroys the shield very fast, it's actually super strong. Now the only problem is that you cannot really, I don't know, it's one of those builds that requires a lot of resources. You don't just make a basic bot and fight with it, no. You have to fully upgrade it almost. So this is probably the only mech that I want to have more HP on, because it seems like it dies very fast. Also don't really have a better pilot, so we'll just have to play with this one. Faster reload. Some damage. And some fire rate. Fire rate seems like it will be pretty important for this build. It looks kind of cool. I'm also trying to raise the level of the pilots. Especially this guy. I think I'll just replace the pilot that I have on him with this guy, but I think I'll leave it as it is for now, because this pilot is kind of weak in the beginning. A faster reload. I guess I can take more tankiness. Autocannon and a rocket launcher. Okay, that will be a little better. And yeah, activating any gear will speed up by 20%. I don't know, I don't really use stuff, so this is not such a good pilot for me, but I'll just level them up because I want to have all of the unique pilots leveled up. Still haven't progressed very far with this guy either to get his rank 5. And also we have over here Kate Sinclair. So reload. Yeah, Kate Sinclair was one of the worst unique pilots, to be honest. Any defensive gear I don't? Yeah, whatever. I think at some point I just made all of the pilots be in better robots, but I don't know, it's a big problem, because if you want to play with a new bot, you have to upgrade it to the max, you have to have a pilot. Nah, it's too much. So not only do you have to upgrade the weapons, you probably have to upgrade the legs as well, sometimes the shoulders for the shield, the pilot, and the skills. Yeah, good luck with that. Let's just play a little bit, 2 or 3 games. Yeah, so I guess this is a big stop if you're thinking about it, because if you want to create a new robot at this point of the game, it's going to be a bit annoying. I already had a pretty good mech over there with skills and such interesting stuff, but I guess the problem is you'll have to choose between either guns or skills, and usually I choose the guns. Because the skills you only use once or twice per fight, and then you just die. You can also just die instantly as well. And I don't think I want to use fast mechs anymore, I just want to use mechs that are better in, how should I put it? Better in a big fight rather than a mech that is very good 1 versus 1. Which I guess is not that good in a way. Well, that's a lot of time that the game needs. And that's why I'm watching some news. Let me turn down the volume.
Contract found. Prepare to warp. 5, 4, 1. Warp gate open.
I don't know why, apparently more people have started to play the game, which is great. Maybe there's just some problems with the matchmaking a few days ago, because I couldn't find a full human game no matter how hard I tried, but now we have some. Well, I guess if you have, let's say, 200 players globally, that should be enough to find the game almost any time. Let me check the community hub, because that's where it says how many players are currently online on Steam. 319, yeah, that's good. 300 on Steam, let's say 300 on consoles, and 300 on whatever that other PC icon is. Yeah, if you have 1000 players at any point of the game, you will always find games. So the connect feature works very well in this game, so that means we'll probably play a full game if nothing bad happens. They actually put a lot of details. This reminds me of that game with the space chicken, where you have to gather resources around the asteroids and stuff. Okay, so I have 2 goals. Mostly do stuff with this robot and then just switch to the pilots that need to increase their skills. Now this is an artillery weapon, so it's basically unlimited range. The very quiet stuff, where is everyone?
Enemies hold more warp gates. Enemies hold more warp gates.
Yeah, it's hard. Problem with the skill, the Scorpion skill, is that, well, you have to be basically super close to the enemy. And yeah, I think I would have just been better off with the robot with the ghosts, the laser weapons, but nah, it's not my style. Oh, left already? Yeah, I can see a lot of issues with this build. Yeah, this is one of those builds that only makes sense probably after I raise everything on this mech to level 11 or something like that. Let's try and focus the gates.
Corrosive site impact. Target weakened.
That is not
Flash
bad.
restored.
Okay, so that will be a problem. The skill is very close range, almost melee range, and the guns are basically long range. We will see.
Enemy pose more warp gates. Allied pose more warp gates.
I guess one of the advantages is that relatively fast cooldown. You're already
Enemy
dead.
pose more warp gates.
I guess there is a small delay between you actually defeating your enemy and the enemy dying.
Allied pose more warp gates.
Target weakened. Whiplash restored.
Enemy pose more warp gates.
Okay. I'm enjoying it, that's for sure. I guess, yeah, some people disconnected. Hope we're not going there. Oh man, this is going to be so hard to aim at long distances. Okay, it's nice. Yeah, I'm still enjoying the game quite a bit. Well, except for when this happens. And that's so annoying, they just spawn on the camp, on the warp area. Put up a shield and then you cannot do anything to them.
Titan discharged.
What? Yeah, they have to fix this at some point. I don't know, it seems like that's one of the most annoying things about the game in general. You can spawn, put down a shield and that's it, you're invulnerable to damage for a long time.
Alpha Online, assuming command.
Well, as you can see that paper, stone, scissors still work, so they just counter me very badly with their mech against my mech.
Revealing enemies.
Where is everyone?
Allied
No.
pose more warp gates. Enemies are close to victory.
Yeah, nothing I can do against that. Too many bots, I think.
Enemies pose more warp gates.
Yeah. This is why you need a lot of fast mechs rather than, you know, slow mechs that do a lot of damage.
Enemy Titan deployed.
Not much you can do against that. I guess the bots are very bad at playing the war gates. Yeah, we better got 20%. That's annoying.
Enemy Titan deployed.
Nah. There's nothing I can do against this. They might be a team, they might be working together, I don't know. What a weird game. It seemed like we had a chance, but in the final rounds after the, warp gates without real players, forget about that. That was a very disappointing game, mostly because it seems like we're doing okay, and then we just suddenly lost everything at any point. Oh well, I'll just watch a little bit of news and then we'll play another match.
Battle contract found. Prepare to warp. 5. 1. Warp gate connected.
Oh no, not this map. Okay, let's see what we can do over here. Makes it super hard to play with new mechs. Oh, okay, already for the shield.
Target beacon. Corrosive spike impact.
Seems like everyone is a fan of the Gozers, those weapons. Okay, let's go range. To me, it seems like I've been trying to level up this pilot from 4 to level 5 for at least 30 hours.
Severe damages. Long range.
The bots are not that bad, but they just cannot play the warp zone captures.
Entering stealth.
They tend to rush to the objective and getting themselves killed.
Next probe located.
And dead. You see, this is what I don't like about this map. There are too many effects happening and you just don't see anything, so most of the time you just get smashed or attacked by something you never see coming. Yeah, exactly. How did they have a vision on me? The spawn locations are also pretty annoying because you have to traverse this stupid map. I mean, how? They made a map with robot staircases, which are very hard to climb. I think I would rather prefer no map instead of this map. The idea is good, but it just doesn't work. And they, of course, they have the only robot that can kill me as a bot. Oh, leave the battle. I just don't want to play that map anymore, especially with these objectives and especially with some of this stuff. I mean, bots are super easy to counter in almost any situation except for that one, Or they just spawn behind your back, and I don't know, it's hard on the eyes as well. I guess developers should really make new maps. I don't know what's keeping them. I mean, the game has been out for a few good months right now. And I don't see the developers trying to make new maps, which is very weird to me, because a game like this needs more content and new content almost monthly. If they just continue to make new mechs, that will not be enough in my opinion. The new game mode is fun, actually it's fun. I guess we'll just have to see how the game evolves. Right now I'm just having fun, gathering resources for my new bot, trying to level up this pilot over here, which is taking ages. And just trying to avoid the melee robots altogether. Well, I say melee, but you know, electricity and flamers. I see a lot of people have stopped using the guided missiles and the flamers, probably because it's not that good in the end game. I think it has more to do with the fact that I have more options right now. I also need to level up the Siren torso, because the freeze is good, but since it was nerfed, now you need to upgrade it more to have the same effect. Yeah, this is more like it. A decent map, a normal map. Let's kind of look at the details of the map. There are floating boulders? I never noticed that. How to make a sci-fi world 101. Make boulders float. Yeah, how hard can it be to make sci-fi maps? That's not what I wanted to pick, but okay. Do you hear that? So this is nothing. You should have a sound effect that plays when you're rotating the torso, which is why I like this game so much. You just feel like you're playing with robots or big mechs. And the stumpiness. Yeah, that's why I probably could never play Mecha Break. I played 1 or 2 hours and then I got bored of it. Oops. Yeah, just the fact that the weapons are so much better in the end game, or at least max level, made guided missiles almost obsolete. And I cannot even destroy his shield with that.
Repair drone deployed. Restoring fuel.
The nerf on the guided missiles work very well. The bots are vicious, they actually do a lot of damage with their mechs. Because as opposed to humans, the bots just care about the solo kill. Where is everyone?
deployed.
Yeah, I should try my mech so I can play with a more interesting one. But this mech is so hard to destroy, it has so much speed, can be repaired. Decent damage as well.
Restoring fuel.
Okay. Yeah, I guess from my perspective it looked like the beam didn't touch me too much, but okay. How did it not die? Am I just hitting that antenna? I think I was just hitting the antenna.
Entering stellar long-range impact. Severe shield damage.
Okay, let's attempt another attack. Kill. Wow, they're just stealing all of my kills. Sorry, not commenting too much. I'm just enjoying this for what it is. Yeah, because I played Make or Break during the weekend and I don't know, it just rubs me the wrong way. I want a good robot game, not anime game.
Entering stealth.
Escape.
Enemy Titan deployed.
Okay, that's scary. I see a lot of fire.
Incoming missiles.
No, they're not. I mean, see, you can also fly in this game, but flying is so limited. That's a big cooldown. I like it. Okay, we're doing pretty badly.
Entering stealth. Incoming missiles.
Yeah, I should not be targeted by missiles in stealth, but okay. They still haven't fixed the skill. I might not be able to use this mech for long if the developers don't fix the invisibility skill. Still not dead. The funny thing is that I'm actually doing all of this out of reflex almost, and I know the angles, I know the buildings. I kind of remember where the enemies are.
Enemy Titan deployed.
The time to go up. Elevator, go up.
Entering stealth.
He couldn't really hit the arm. It looks like I have to go and support the rip. Oh, what? Oh, that would be fun. So, the entire enemy team will be chased for about 1 minute or so.
Enemy Titan deployed.
Really bad position from my part.
Enemy Titan deployed.
Okay, that was Zoom command. Yeah, I guess I put most of my scrap in this guy, so he has all of the skills almost maxed
Enemy
out.
Titan deployed.
Revealing enemies.
Why is it possible that no one was there? Okay, they can handle the beam. See movement here.
Enemy Titan deployed.
Yeah, there are too many titans. What's my team doing? I think most of my team members died and there's nothing we can do. We are dead.
Revealing enemies. Incoming missiles.
Okay, what am I supposed to do now? I guess just roll with the punches. That was a very premature laser, sadly. Hell yeah, that's all I can do.
Target weakened. Incoming missiles.
That's a very colorful area. Somehow I think they had 3 or 4 titans left. Okay, if we can destroy one more titan. So I made that titan kind of jump and fall down.
Incoming missiles.
And there's nothing I can do, they just have too many angles on us. Well, at least that was a great ending to the game. Just titans everywhere. Not bad. I wonder what happened. Why so many of... Well, I guess we had mostly bots at the end of the game. That's what happened. Yeah, the cruisers are not really meant to kill titans. Cool looking mech. It seems like that passive skill always triggers at the wrong time. It's actually great damage. Oh, that was a big mistake. Oh, he got the kill. Well, almost. I don't know what to say about this game. I guess it's a little bit weird. I guess just unlucky most of the times. Yeah, but this was pretty good in my opinion. What is your current level? Wow, barely did anything. Yeah, it's very fun. It's still a very fun game, and as you can see now we have a mix of veteran players coming back and also just I don't know, newer players, I would say. I guess everyone is just disappointed by Mecha Break, or they just notice it's not for everyone. Bye bye.